Did Devin Haney get knocked out in sparring? A lot of people are talking about all the leaked sparring footage that has been surfacing on Twitter, on social media, on YouTube. These platforms have been circulating a lot of posts, and within these posts there are a lot of sparring videos where it seems to be like Gervonta Davis, guys like Rolly Romero, guys like Devin Haney, getting it in. Even with Devin Haney versus Rolly, like there were different pieces of sparring clips that have been going viral, footage that like I feel like I've seen before already, but just for some reason now they're all getting, like a lot of attention, a lot of hype on social media. But at the end of the day, like, I don't really care about sparring. I think it's interesting. I think specifically with Devin Haney, it brings a lot of history, and it builds the stock of certain fights, like fights with Shakur and Tank. For Devin, those are big fights because of the history that they've had in sparring. I think us within the boxing world, we know about those sessions because it's a big reason why we want to see Devin Haney fight Shakur. It's a big reason why we want to see Devin Haney fight Tank and Shakur fight Tank, because these guys have all sparred before, and everybody and their mothers within the boxing world, within the boxing community, loves to talk about the doghouse sparring that went on between, all of these guys, and specifically Tank and Devin. If you guys don't know what the doghouse, Mayweather sparring is, it's like when they shut off the clock, or they'll do 15-minute rounds, turn up the heat to 100 degrees in the gym, and these guys go until somebody quits. They have headgear on, they have 16-ounce gloves on, but they're going at it, and people watch. It gets crazy. It's basically a real fight. It's basically, guys crowd up in a gym, and Mayweather basically was the referee. And we always hear different accounts, but I think the most consistent, if I'm putting all of the rumors that I've heard together, was that there was one sparring session where Devin got the best of Tank, but also in that sparring session, Adrian Broner talks about it. He talks about how they placed the bet, and this was in the Mayweather gym, and Adrian Broner was bringing Tank, and Floyd Mayweather was bringing Devin Haney, and they were putting a lot of money on. They were putting a lot of money on these guys to spar, to see who would end up being the guy that didn't quit, who would win that sparring. Because this isn't just regular sparring. This is sparring that, it means a lot. It's about actually winning. Usually you think about sparring, you think about, getting work and improving. But these guys were going at each other like a real fight. Just the only difference was the 16-ounce gloves, and that they had headgear on. But Tank and Devin apparently got it in, and it was good work, according to everybody that saw it. And apparently Devin got hit by Tank and went out for a second, and Adrian Broner had to step in the ring and stop it. And then they continued, but Tank wasn't in good shape, so I think Devin got the better of him at the end. But you also have to take into account, if Devin, if it wasn't stopped by Adrian Broner, Devin might have gotten hurt or seriously hurt. So, and that's sparring we're talking about. So it's crazy stuff. It's just interesting that coming up, Devin Haney's fighting Regis Prograis, and now all this sparring, allegedly leaked sparring footage, even though it's really nothing. Like, you can't even really see anything. It's sparring between Rolly, sparring between Devin Haney, Tank, and I think sparring is good for the sport of boxing when it comes to these kinds of scenarios. I'm not saying I support these guys doing the doghouse sparring, but it's competitive. I like to hear that kind of stuff because it builds background, it builds a narrative for fights for guys like Devin, for guys like Tank, and for guys like Shakur, because they've all been in the ring with each other at some point, and they all have different accounts of what happened. And Tank and Shakur sparred, and Shakur said that Tank, he thinks that he got the best of Tank when they sparred, and Tank obviously feels like he cracked both dudes. So it's just interesting to hear about the sparring, the leak sparring, but I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think there's too much to take away from sparring, because this was years ago, years back, and these guys have improved so much. They're professionals now. They're being trained by strength and conditioning coaches. Their regimens have changed drastically, and they're locked in. They've made improvements. They're adults now. They're grown men, so it's different now. And I think that Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Tank, those are the three guys. You could even throw Tiafimo in there, because I think Tio sparred Tank I'm sure T.O. sparred Shakur. I'm not sure if T.O. ever sparred Devin Haney. I'm not sure about that. But, you know, Teofimo's also in that mix in terms of the most competitive guys at 35 and 40. Those are still, even though they're in different weight classes, those are the fights we need to make because they have so much history. So I think those are great fights. I think that, you know, sparring is annoying when it gets leaked. I don't like leak sparring, but because I think it ruins the potential for the actual fight to be made. But it is what it is. I just like, I like the build up for it. I like hearing about the sparring, but I don't like seeing it online, if that makes sense. I just like what it does for the promotion of a potential fight between guys like Shakur, Devin, and T.O. as well. But we'll see what happens with Devin Haney and Teofimo. You know, because that's a big one. They had history on DAZN, you know, when they had that little interview, went back at each other, their fathers clashed. So that's another big potential fight. But Regis is, you know, priority for Devin Haney. We'll see if he gets the job done. Regis, Prograis, and Devin Haney. I got Devin in that one by decision, but let me know in the comments what you guys think about the leak sparring with Devin Haney. Do you guys feel some type of way about leak sparring? I personally don't like it. I'd rather it's just like, you know, word of mouth. I don't want to see any of it because I feel like it ruins a potential fight. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. That's going to do it for another Naz Fight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.